Dear friends, on 18th of this month, the International Court of Justice has celebrated its 75th anniversary at Hague in Netherlands. And the point here is that why the venue Hague has been selected for the permanent seat of International Court of Justice is this. In the year 1899 and 1907, there had been two international peace conferences at Hague in Netherlands, so as to set in world court and settle international disputes in the international arena at that given point of time. All other organs of the United Nations have headquarters in New York, that is in United States, but in the Court of Justice is having its permanent seat at Hague in Netherlands. The point herein is that after the Second World War, both the United Nations and the International Court of Justice have replaced the permanent of court and the League of Nations permanently and settle these two organizations in the international arena so as to settle disputes of all the member states. The point herein is that the International Court of Justice, one of the principal organs of the United Nations, and all the members of the United Nations are ipso facto members of the International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice addresses all the issues confronting between the nations, that is on war crimes, crimes of genocide, crimes against humanity, crimes of aggression. These are the four areas which the International Court of Justice have to be dealt according to the international law and international customs and international humanitarian laws in settling dispute between the consenting parties and the issues raised by the United Nations General Assembly and the Security Council for its advisory opinion. The beauty and composition of the International Court of Justice is this. The International Court of Justice is having 15 members as judges. Among 15 members, 5 members from the Security Council members and all other rest 10 members ought to be selected by various continental diversities, cultural diversities and national diversities. That is the beauty of the United Nations formation, that the organization, the International Court of Justice itself shows that it has varieties of different culturalities, different nationalities, different these regional imbalances have been settled in the International Court of Justice by having this referentiation. The point here is that most of the sovereign states would not refer their disputes to be settled by the International Court of Justice, because if they have been consented to the International Court of Justice, it is binding on the both the parties. Such a high position the International Court of Justice is having. The International Court of Justice is having its many jurisdiction, but it ought to display its judgments based on the international conventions and treaties. In the absence of international conventions and treaties, it is deciding the matter on the customs in the civilized countries. That is the beauty of the International Court of Justice. The President of the International Court of Justice has given a message that the International Court of Justice is its composition, and the daughters of the World Court has been framed in such a way to adapt according to the flexibilities, and any crop can be planted in that soil. That is the beauty of the International Court of Justice rules and regulations. Like that, our country is a country of many diversities, linguistic diversities, cultural diversities, regional diversities, and regional, that is language and religious diversities are there. But despite all these diversities and varieties of pluralities, our country is existing as a country unified, and the concept of unity in diversity. Hence, it is the message through this video, like that of the International Court of Justice representative character. Our country is adopting all these pluralistic characteristics and secularistic characters. It is the strength of the Indian democracy. It is the strength of the International Court of Law. This is the message of this video. Thank you so much.